I was watching on the news a couple of days ago a woman who was once upon a time an Anglican vicar, and this video won't get into the rights and wrongs of women in the ministry, vicars, or even paid ministry. It's not relevant for this video anyway. This woman had lost her daughter in the 7/7 attacks in London back in 2005. Her daughter was one of the 50-something people that were murdered by a handful of homegrown Muslim terrorists. And by the way, I just want to add a quick footnote. I don't like this term insurgents. We have a war going on in Afghanistan at the moment, and whether it's right or wrong, British soldiers are dying out there fighting Islamic terrorists, not insurgents, they're terrorists. Let's get that straight right from the outset. Anyway, this woman has lost her daughter, and she's in a pretty bad state at the moment. And she went to a service at St. Paul's Cathedral, and the service finished, and she didn't want to get on the underground to go back to one of the main stations in London, so she waited a long time for a black taxi to come and get a lift to a local train station. A taxi eventually pulled up, but the driver initially wasn't going to take her. He was signing off for the day, and she went into meltdown, started to cry, started to pretty much fall apart. This taxi driver very kindly let her get in the cab, and not only did he drive her home, he took her to her doorstep, the other side of London, I believe. This taxi driver made a very, very important and very strong impression on this woman. Unfortunately, she is now an agnostic, and I was thinking, wouldn't it have been great if she got into the taxi and told him how much she loved the Lord, and that her daughter was also a saved woman, and one day they'd both be in glory. This taxi driver said something like, there's still some very good people left in the world, please don't lose faith in mankind. And yes, it's true, there are many good people as far as the secular world are concerned, who do a lot of good as far as the world is concerned. But she's lost her faith, she's now agnostic, and she's on indefinite leave from the Church of England. I remember some years ago a guy called Ben, who was a valet, used to clean my cars and family cars as well, and people I knew. He was a local valet. He was a very good valet, did a very good job. I wasn't saved at the time. I was pretty content in my own life. It's only now I look back on my years pre-Christian of some of the things I can remember, and this guy went to an Anglican church in London, and in a roundabout way he was trying to witness to me. And I remember him saying to me how clean he felt when he used to come out of church on Sunday. And at the time I was pretty content doing my own thing, went to church as and when I needed to, and I was a pretty good guy in my own eyes anyway. The problem that this man Ben had was that he would curse and he would swear, and he was pretty crude. Now, he tried his best to witness to a lost soul like myself, but his own testimony was pretty poor. I think what I'm trying to say is this: that if you are going to witness to unsaved folks, please make sure that your testimony is clean, that your language is clean. We knew a guy who was married to a woman, pretty difficult woman to live with, I would say, and for many years this guy was out of fellowship with the Lord, and his wife was a chain smoker, and he'd go to the local newsagent, buy these cigarettes for his wife, and at the same time try to witness to these shopkeepers. His daughters and his sons would be going to the shop, buying stuff for the mother too. He had a really weak testimony. Now, his heart was in the right place. As this valet that I knew, his heart was in the right place, but the testimonies were pretty poor. Their lifestyles didn't reflect what they were preaching to the lost world. This woman, this Anglican vicar, her testimony is shot to pieces now. She's an open agnostic, hasn't got any faith in the Lord, and she's now thrown a lot in with the world. Now, I don't know why that has happened. I know that if you are saved, then you have unshakable faith. Whatever comes, you'll stand. You may fall away temporarily, you may take a battering because of the world's attack on you, but you're never going to completely throw your testimony away and throw a lot in with life. This woman needs your prayers, and all I want to say is that if you are in a position where you are being pushed to break in, don't throw your faith away. Don't take sides with the world. If you need time out, take time out, but don't do what this woman's done, becoming an open agnostic. She's ruined her testimony, if she ever had one in the first place. And like I say, Ben, he was a good man. He tried his best to witness to me, but his lifestyle didn't reflect what he was trying to advocate to me. That's all I want to say, and talk to you soon.